This is Mike Gormley. It's the Mike Gormley Show, and it's part of the Jeremiah Higgins empire, which is a good thing. We have today Jessie Colin Young with us, and we're talking about his incredible career. And we just heard a song called "Evening." It came out of that commercial, and we've been talking about, of course, "Get Together," which was a massive success, and another song called "Darkness, Darkness" that Robert Plant, was it, who took it and won a Grammy with it?
Yeah.
And but now we're talking about the song for Juli as a 50th anniversary album. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but let's remind folks that it's now not only now available, but it's been remastered?
Yeah. Yep. Remastered.
After all these years, you're still working on it.
Yeah, it's funny. When I first recorded for RCA in New York, they would say to us now, "Don't touch the board." I think it was probably a union thing.
Yeah, right.
Don't touch the board. You can't. Oh, okay. So I think from that day forward, I was thinking to myself, I'm just pugnacious enough to think, listen, I'll have my own board someday. Although in those days, you couldn't, get one for a couple of $1,000s. They were.
No, that was an expensive proposition.
A cheap board was 30 grand,
Yeah, right. Something like that. You didn't have that in your back pocket, I assume.
No, I sure didn't. But I think I always, I knew I was gonna build a studio and learn everything, learn engineering, learn mixing, work as so that I was part of every part of the process of making a record.
Well, that was pretty advanced of you, because a lot of artists would just show up and sing or play or whatever and go on the road and do whatever they were told to do. But now, where are you situated now? Where are you talking to us from?
I am talking to you from South Carolina, down by the Georgia border near Augusta, James Brown's hometown.
Cool. And you have a studio there now? You're still doing that?
Yeah, I'm sitting in it. But I don't use it much. I've got a wonderful friend here who's got a studio, who's really, all his equipment is so up to date, and he's got great ears, and my ears are not so great anymore. So I don't know whether I should mix. I mixed a lot of my own records and when I was younger, and I'm not there anymore. It's really painstaking work, and also you really need to have good ears, and he's got them. Sean guesses his names. So I've been working with Sean. He lives about 15 or 20 minutes from my house. I don't know, for 10 years, on and off. Yeah.
Great. I want to jump back a little bit. We talked about touring, and that in October you're going to do some dates. You want to tell us about where you're going?
Well, let me first, just for kicks, let me tell you how Evening came about.
Okay.
So Youngbloods did a lot of like flying to New England for like the weekend, because we played a lot of colleges in those early days, and we're living in San Francisco, and I guess it was fairly inexpensive to fly coast to coast, and so we did, and we were playing at some little club in the boondocks somewhere where the it must have been a fill-in date, where they had made out of like 2-quart soup cans. They made lights, put a colored light in there. So that that was the lighting that was available in that little club. And so there was nothing out there but woods. When the show was over, I just went back to the motel, and I was kind of homesick. And so I got out the guitar and wrote the first verse to Evening, and thinking about my family out there and that beautiful little house we lived in, sitting over Tamales Bay on stilts. And yep, my dog is even in there. Because I was missing them all. My ex, my dog, my little Juli, who was very young at that point. So that eased the homesickness, and I may have finished it that evening. I don't know. Or maybe, I can't remember whether I finished it there or at home, but
well, you got the basics done anyway, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like therapy, isn't it? Writing, it can be.
Yeah.
You're talking about being lonely. You could also be happy. You could also be whatever, but the song is going to reflect what's going on at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which could be dangerous, I suppose. But
well, yeah. When I look back at all the records I've made, I mean, it is really an autobiography of my life.
Yeah.
Because I've reflected it into music probably since I was 20. And
what have you written a lot lately, like in the last couple of weeks, or songs that are reflecting your life now?
No. I haven't been writing a lot since it's funny.
COVID interrupted things, right?
I didn't write a song all through COVID. But I did get back into playing solo, and that was a wonderful kind of full circle for me. I started solo, and I haven't played that way in public for a long time. So that was a lovely completion of a circle for me. But
well, we're gonna go into another commercial, and we're gonna play a song you were just talking about, your version of Jambalaya, which is a classic. But what twist might have you given Jambalaya that, or did you just go straight into it?
Yeah, actually, we when we recorded it, we would just go right from Lafayette Waltz into Jambalaya, and I think that's maybe the way it is on the record. I can't remember. I think we run right into Jambalaya.
You spliced it.
I don't know. No, oh God, splicing tape is really hard.
All right, well, here we go with Jambalaya on our way to yet another, but possibly last commercial. And we'll be coming back in a little bit. This is Mike Gormley. It's the Mike Gormley Show, and we're back in a minute or two.